Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation on future predictions for education in the next 10 years or so. Let's start off with how education has changed over the years. As we all know, the world around us is constantly changing, whether it be because of a global pandemic or a new technological tool. As the world changes, education must change along with it to better fit the needs of our students. Education is not the same as it was 50, 25, and even 10 years ago. Let's check out the following video to see what other educators have to say about how education has changed over the years.
So how has education changed over the years?
I would say even 10 or 15 years ago, it was more teacher directed. And even though teachers work as educators to establish standards and things that the students have to learn, I feel like education today is more student driven in that they're given the standards and they're given a little bit more freedom on learning them, and teachers work harder to have students learn them in the way that makes sense to them, but still learn the basics. So I would say students are given much more freedom in how to learn something, and also I think students are given more freedom in how they can show that they know the standards rather than just taking a test or a certain project that the teachers designed. Students are given much more freedom in showing how they understand the standards.
How has education changed over the years?
Education's changed a lot over the years. Used to be everybody pushed for college education, and now we're pushing for something beyond high school, whether it's college, technical schools, or even apprenticeships, 2-year small degrees.
How has education changed over the years?
So I think education's changed a lot over the years. We're definitely using a lot more technology than we were using when I first started teaching. There's more information out there, so students have more information at their fingertips and are able to put that information together and apply it in real life skills. And I think we're more connected with the world around us, our community, as far as being able to provide hands-on experiences for students than we were before. We actually now have internships that students can go and work at and do kind of things like that. So I think those are some ways that education has changed.
Now that we have heard about some of the changes we've seen in education over the years, let's explore some current innovations in educational technology today. Although there are various innovations in educational technology over the years, there are 4 that I have noticed in education today. These 4 are 3D printing, augmented and virtual reality, virtual/remote learning, and game-based learning. 3D printing is when an object is built by stacking layer upon layer. 3D printing can be used for various lessons such as geometry, English, science, art, and much more. And it has many benefits for students, such as encouraging innovation, fostering self-directed learning, and enhancing student-centered learning. As you can see from this video, this is what 3D printing looks like. An object is being created layer upon layer. Now we move on to the next current innovation, augmented and virtual reality. Let's take a look at this infographic to see the differences between the two. Virtual reality and augmented reality are pretty similar. Virtual reality is a technology that creates a virtual environment. People can engage in this environment through virtual reality goggles or other virtual reality devices. Augmented reality, on the other hand, is where digital images and other computer elements are layered upon real objects in real time. An example of this would be Pokemon Go. Both augmented reality and virtual reality provide students with powerful learning experiences. One way virtual reality is used in the classroom is to teach geography. Students can explore different geological locations, such as the inside of an extinct volcano. They can get up close and personal with the geographical features of the volcano. Augmented reality can be used in a similar way. Research shows that augmented and virtual reality increases student achievement, and most students who engage in virtual and augmented reality had positive things to say about it. Virtual learning is learning from home or a remote area. One can learn from anywhere at any time, and technology plays an important role in virtual/remote learning. The COVID-19 pandemic caused virtual learning to be much more popular. Teachers and students were forced to turn to online learning during this time. Although some students are thriving during virtual learning and are enjoying having only a half day of classes, some students are falling behind. Next up, we have game-based learning. Game-based learning is where game-like principles and characteristics are embedded within classroom lessons. Examples of game-based learning include Kahoot, giving rewards, having a points-based system, or having a progress chart. Game-based learning enhances student learning in two ways. First, it captivates the learner's attention and engages them. Second, students learn in a more enjoyable way since they are engaged in the lesson. Even the research shows that most teachers implement game-based learning and they like it. Here are some of my predictions for education in the next 10 years or so. Prediction number 1 is that virtual learning will be more popular and offered worldwide to everyone. I think that remote learning will be the new norm, maybe even being offered more than traditional in-person learning. I believe this because virtual learning was very popular this year and last year. In 2015, 90% of 2-year and 4-year institutions of higher education offered distance learning education as an option. Even before the pandemic, schools offered distance learning. At my current site, although kids are coming back, our district is offering online learning as an option, and many students have signed up for it. My second prediction is that classrooms will be completely paperless. Everything will be done online via computers, iPads, phones, tablets, and other devices. With everything going online the past year and online learning becoming more popular, teachers no longer have to give out paper worksheets or other paper materials. Instead, teachers can assign students lessons and homework via the online classroom. Even when students came back at my site, they completed 85% of their work on their iPads. My next prediction is that social media will be used in the classroom for learning. Today, many upper grade teachers and university professors use social media in their class. I have used social media in about 2 to 3 classes myself that are part of my master's program. I think social media will slowly become a popular learning tool in the classroom. One study even revealed that online social media had a positive impact on collaboration with peers, teachers, and others. I also predict that more technology tools will be used in the classroom. Many new educational technology innovations require some sort of technology. For example, augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D printing, and game-based learning all require some sort of technology tool. With advancements being made in technology every year, the need for technology in the classroom will only increase. Since all these various innovations require technology, this suggests that more technology will be used in the classroom. My last prediction is that schools will offer some sort of connectivity or Wi-Fi to students because technology will be used so often in their learning. Even now, I know a few school districts that offer hotspots to those students who don't have internet at home. One school even offered Wi-Fi on their school buses for students to use. A school district in Modesto offered a family a router to that so that they could have access to high-speed internet at home. I believe that in the future, schools will have to offer some sort of internet connection for students since technology will be a required tool in their education. In conclusion, I believe that technology will play an even more important role in education in the next 10 years or so. Although there will be many changes revolving technology, the role of a teacher will still be just as important as it has been in the past years. Using technology, students will be able to build 21st century skills such as collaboration and communication. Thank you for watching my presentation.